The Ballad of Diamonds Mapenzi Beach. A tragedy in five-star disguise. Oh, gather round, my fellow travelers, and let me weave you a tale so wretched, so dripping with false promises, that even the rats in the alleyways of Zanzibar would turn their noses up at it. This is the saga of Diamonds Mapenzi Beach, a name that sparkles like fool's gold and stings like betrayal. Let us begin with the great bait and switch of the third-person debacle. Picture this. You call ahead, sweetly inquiring, "Oh, dear resort, how might I book for 3 souls?" And they, with the serpent-esque tongue of a used car salesman, coo, "Just book for 2, darling, we sort it when you arrive." Ah, but what they meant was, we ambush you with a price so ludicrous, you question if the third person is made of solid diamond. And when you dare to ask why this wasn't mentioned before, Manager Alice murks and declares it fixed policy. Translation, we trapped you and now you pay. This, my friends, is not hospitality. This is extortion with a smile. But wait, the room of horrors awaits. You step inside, expecting the serene paradise from the photos only to be greeted by the scent of damp despair. The sheets, a museum of mildew. The mosquito net, more holes than Swiss cheese. The shower, a sad, clogged trickle that laughs at your hope of cleanliness. And the Wi-Fi, non-existent. Because nothing says luxury like being cut off from civilization while surrounded by peeling paint and the ghosts of better vacations past. Now let us speak of the buffet of broken dreams. Imagine a spread where the flies are the most enthusiastic diners. The food, a rotating carousel of the same 3 sad dishes, served lukewarm with a side of "we stopped trying." The breakfast area, a wasp-esque paradise where you must duel insects for a stale croissant. And the beachside restaurant, where you wait an hour for a meal that tastes like regret. This isn't Dinninget's edible purgatory. Ah, but the staff spectacle deserves its own sonnet. Some, like sweet Munira, are rays of light in this abyss. But others, oh ho, Victor at reception who mocks you in whispers. The barrage of nosy male staff who make 2 women travelers feel like prey. And always Ali who treats transparency like a foreign concept. Need a late checkout. He quote you a full night's price while hiding the cheaper option. Why? Because your suffering amuses him, and then the beach of sorrows, promised turquoise waters. Try a brown sludge of seaweed and plastic, where vendors harass you like seagulls on chips. The pool, a construction zone where heavy machinery roars day and night, dust choking the water. Safety, a myth. Relaxation, a joke. But the piece de resistance, the great robbery, a honeymooning couple $2,000 stolen from their room. The hotel's response? Go file a police report yourself. No help, no remorse, just a shrug and a not our problem. This isn't just negligence, this is complicity. So why, you ask, does this matter? Because this is how dreams are murdered, how trust is shattered, how a place draped in the illusion of luxury grinds your joy into sand. And so, my dear broken-hearted wanderers, I leave you with this. Diamonds Mapenzi Beach is not a getaway. It is a cautionary tale.
You know, I've been looking into crimes near Diamonds Mapenzi Beach, Zanzibar, and oh my goodness, it's just so sad. Like businesses near Diamonds Mapenzi Beach, Zanzibar are like, super tempting, you know. They seem so friendly and helpful, but then they scam you. Like there were these fake Marseille Beach boys, right? They'd approach tourists near beachside stores and shops, and they'd be all like, "Hey, let me show you some local crafts. Or I'll take you to this amazing shop." But really, they're just trying to get your money. They'll even make up stories about needing help for their sick family members, and you'll feel so bad for them, you know. And then they'll ask you for money or to buy some overpriced stuff, and you'll be like, "Oh no, I don't want to be rude." I predict that these tourists probably felt so guilty and helpless, you know. They probably thought they were doing a good deed, but really they were just getting scammed. And the scammers, they probably just laughed all the way to the bank like, "Ha, another tourist fell for it." And then there's this guy, Alex, who claims to be a tour guide, but really, he's just a scammer, you know. He'll approach tourists outside shops and offer to show them around, but then he'll charge them way too much money or take them to shops where they'll get ripped off. It's like, how could you, Alex? Don't you have any shame? I predict that the tourists who got scammed by Alex probably felt so frustrated and angry, you know. They probably thought they were getting a good deal, but really, they were just getting taken advantage of. And Alex, he probably just thought he was being clever, like, "Oh, I got away with it again." And then, there are these shops near Diamonds Mapenzi Beach, Zanzibar, that sell counterfeit goods or overpriced stuff, you know. They'll show you some spices or jewelry and they'll be like, oh, this is a special deal just for you. But really, it's just a rip-off. They'll even lock you in the shop until you buy something like, you can't leave until you pay. I predict that the tourists who got scammed by these shops probably felt so trapped and scared, you know. They probably thought they were getting a good deal, but really, they were just getting ripped off. And the shop owners, they probably just thought they were being smart like, another tourist got caught. And finally, there are these vendors who will follow you around near Diamonds Mapenzi Beach, Zanzibar, and they'll be like, buy this, buy that. They'll even block your way and not let you leave until you buy something you know. It's like, can't they just leave you alone? I predict that the tourists who got harassed by these vendors probably felt so annoyed and frustrated, you know. They probably thought they were just trying to relax, but really they were being bothered non-stop. And the vendors, they probably just thought they were being aggressive, like, I'm not going to let you get away.
The reality of businesses near Diamonds Mapenzi Beach, Zanzibar businesses near Diamonds Mapenzi Beach, Zanzibar, are not what you'd hope for. They promise luxury, charm, and unforgettable experiences, but what you get is disappointment wrapped in high prices. The reviews paint a clear picture. This is an area where expectations crash into reality like waves against the shore. Let's start with the hotels. If you're imagining 5-star service, think again. The Zanzibar Serena Hotel is a prime example of faded grandeur. Guests arrive expecting elegance, only to find rooms that feel more like storage closets, dark, noisy, and far from the luxury they paid for. Breakfast is described as the worst some travelers have ever had, which is saying something when you consider how many hotels exist in the world. Then there's the service, or lack of it. Families are split across different floors despite specific requests, promised airport pickups never arrive, and refunds. Good luck getting one, even when global pandemics cancel your trip. The restaurant is no better. Imagine ordering a celebratory dinner, only to watch as your main course arrives while the starter plates still sit untouched in front of you. The wine, forgotten, the digestive, a scavenger hunt. It's as if the staff is running on a different planet's concept of time. Now the restaurants. The Rock Restaurant Zanzibar is famous for its stunning location, a tiny building perched on a rock in the ocean, but that's where the magic ends. The food, a gamble. Some diners describe seafood so questionable it sends them sprinting to the bathroom within hours. Others receive lobster with the texture of baby food, or pasta so undercooked it could double as a building material. And the prices, astronomical. You'll pay 20 for a plate of gnocchi that looks like it was thrown together by someone who's never seen Italian food before. The service matches the chaos. Guests report being kicked off their tables mid-meal to make way for other diners, as if loyalty means nothing here. Even the staff's uniforms are falling apart, a sad metaphor for the whole operation. What does this tell us about businesses near Diamonds Mapenzi Beach,